everybody, welcome back to those who've been hanging with me some time, and those of you who are new to my channel. I'm AdelaLavine, intuitive and medium. All right, guys, so we're going to get into this subject. It's going to be fun. Hold on. This subject's going to be about shuffling songs. No, not like that. Not like just for any reason, with spirits. So I found out that there's a term called shuffle scrying, which I'm like, what? Because I've been doing this for 20 years. I'm going, that's interesting. I've done this for 20 years. And the people who pointed out to me are much younger. And I think, I hate to say it, might have been in diapers when I started this. So I was like, you don't know, but maybe I'm part of how this came about, because I used to do this a long time ago. And those of you who've been following me some time, put in the comments below. I used to do this a long time ago online, but I'm going to show you how to use music communicating with spirits. However, before I get started, a couple announcements. One, I'm going to be reading in person at the Mystic Museum, in person live, 10-20 minute readings. You can meet me there. There'll be a sign up sheet for you to sign up, and I think there'll be a vegan hot dog stand out front as well. And also want to let you know that I changed my website. I changed the look of my website, and I changed my prices, and I dropped them pretty significantly. Got rid of the 45-minute reading slots, and I'm just doing 30 an hour. It gave me more room to kind of get to more of you during, my scheduled time. If you are a Patreon subscriber, which is like $5 to join, you still get a code of 35% off of even these new prices. So it's kind of worth it. So I just wanted to announce that. And I wanted to also let you guys know to take a listen to me. I was on 2 podcasts, The Flip Side, and also a podcast called A Funny Feeling with Betsy and Marcy. And it's a long one. I mean, I tell some stories on there, lots of stories. It's a very big popular podcast. Those of you who know me from the Bigfoot Collectors Club know that they're the sister podcast. Like, they kind of are the big sisters because they were first to the Bigfoot Collectors Club. So I think you'll enjoy it. All right, so let's get started. So what I like to do with music, my favorite thing to do with music when it comes to dealing with the spirit world, is talking to the spirit world and saying, okay, give me a song, show me a song, talk to me. And here's why they use music. One, it's energy, it's vibration. It kind of hits you and it makes you feel in a certain mood. Okay, first, this is my mug of choice. I forgot to use my new mug, but I'll save it because it's kind of Halloweenish, definitely Halloweenish and fall. So I forgot, and I got this kind of more plain one, but that's okay. Moving on. So what I wanted to say is that using music is not just using the music and how it puts you in a certain mood and kind of hits you and kind of gives you this feeling inside of you, lifts your spirit, lifts you up, kind of drops you down, kind of gets you in a mood. But the lyrics, spirits like to use the lyrics as a way of talking to you. So kind of imagine Bumblebee from Transformers and how he used the radio to talk because he couldn't talk to people. It's very kind of similar, actually. It's the idea of using it. Now, the whole shuffle scrying, I mean, what? Because I've been doing this for a long time, so I definitely am going to say that I feel like I was a part of making this something, because I used to call it shuffle, like shuffle communication. I don't know, I used to call it something like that. And how I do this, though, I want to be very specific. One, you want to make sure you're doing this for a particular spirit that you had a connection to, someone you lost. So this isn't just like, hey, anybody out there in the ether, hit my shuffle. Why are they able to do this? Because their energy, so they can manipulate the energy. They are not making the song, up, or they're not putting the song on, you know what I mean? That's why the shuffle works. They can kind of manipulate and hit and be able to use the song to speak to you. The reason why you want it to be someone you know, because it's going to be much more intimate, and they may use the same song over and over. I have 3 songs, 2 that are for specific people, and one is for all three of the people I have lost, the parents I've lost. They all kind of use this song in unison. I know when I hear that song, they're all speaking to me. And when I hear one or the other song, I know it's one of my parents speaking to me. So since, some of you may not know, you may be new to me, my mother died when I was 10 days old, so my aunt and uncle raised me. So I've had 3 parents that have passed. So to show you, for example, I use those particular songs are my flag songs. So kind of see it as like your go-to flag songs that they are using to communicate to you. Now, otherwise, there are other ways to use it where sometimes I say, hey guys, I'm going through a hard time. I need to get a song from you to communicate. So maybe you're, trying to get a job, you applied to something, or you're waiting on hearing about something, or you're anxious about something and nervous, a particular subject matter, and you hit, play a song, right? You hit that shuffle and all of a song, the song comes on like, don't worry, be happy, or everything's going to be okay. Or maybe it's a song like almost even specific to what you're going through. They also sometimes will use humor, like, hey, don't cry about it, or something like, smile, put a smile on your face, like, a light trying to kind of tell you like, hey, loosen up or something. That's why the lyrics are important as well as the feeling. So there's 2 ways. There's one way, just to be clear, is like your go-to flag song. And the second way is just kind of speaking to you. So that way, when you feel like you have a song that comes on all the time, you're like, hey, this song tends to come on a lot. Then you go, every time I speak to someone I care about, particularly, then you're like, maybe this is our song, right? But if it's like, I want to speak, I want to throw out there, hey, help me, I need the help, right? I need you to kind of give me a message throughout the day. And different songs come on that have these messages that are very poignant to what you're going through, then that's them talking to you. So I want to give it an example. So I'll give an example and I'll show you how I do it. So I literally just kind of take my phone. I have, oops, those are pictures, not songs. I have different like playlists. So you could have a playlist that's like, I would say just use your liked songs. Don't do a playlist like if you're like, this is particularly for spirits, because it's just not going to be the same. And I'd say do this on a playlist. Like it can work with radio as well. It certainly can. It has happened. And I just want to explain how it works when it comes to like the radio. If you are old school and listening to the radio, how it works is not that they're making the song come on, but spirits can influence the mind of people. So they can kind of put an influence, right? Kind of like telepathically, that spirit is like making you think of them. So you're like, wow, I'm thinking my grandmother a lot, blah, blah, blah. I just keep thinking about her. And she already knows that song's coming on because there is no limit of time and space. So she can jump time and space, see that song's about to come on. She's now impressing her onto your thoughts. That song comes on, and now you're correlating and you're like, this makes me feel my grandmother's speaking to me. That's how it works. It isn't them creating the song, making the song come on. And in the old school days, because now everything's done computer, it would be influencing the DJ that is actually controlling songs. But it isn't like that anymore. Now it's all pre-programmed. So that's the new way. Just like as we change and we evolve in this place, that realm learns new ways to get to us. And cue cat eating. If you saw my Instagram, my cats have been active. I would say absolutely use like your playlist. Don't feel like it has to be specific to anything because it will make it more exciting. So I just use my liked playlist. So this song that's on right now, I'm going to like go away from it and see what comes on. So this song, I feel like I can't play it that long because of, YouTube rights. It's called One Eskimo. I don't feel like it fits me. So sometimes I kind of breathe kind of get yourself into the space, really feel like I wasn't really, focusing, and let's see. What? Oh my God. There's no way to prove to you that I didn't plan that. I guess you're just going to have to take my word. Yeah, that's the song that's me and my mom's song. I've been getting that song from her since I was like 20. Well, I guess they showed up today. I mean, I appreciate it. There's no way to prove it. I usually hold up the phone, but I didn't think you were going to see it. So I guess it's just one of those things. You either believe it or you don't. Okay, thanks, Mom. I usually kind of even keep that private, but this is the song that, it's an old song. It's called Ooh Child. It's an old 70s song. And when I was going through, after she passed, I was going through a really hard time. This was my aunt who raised me that I called my mother. And I felt, I literally remember being in the car going, life sucks, everything sucks, this sucks. And this was when radio was DJs, hitting, songs. And all of a sudden this song came on. And ever since then, it's come in these crazy, weird times. And it's very personal, but here we are. So I feel like maybe I should, share that with you. So I feel like there's nothing else to say. There's nothing else to say besides the fact that I regret that I didn't hold it, so you would know for sure that I didn't plan it. I guess I would say follow your gut, like I tell you about everything. Follow your inner self, follow your inner voice, just like I always tell you, to see if you believe that that was legitimately not me doing it. So much so that it threw me off, where I'm like, wow, okay. I appreciate that. I hear them. I did ask for it. So that's how it works. Now, sometimes it will be like that. Like I said, the song that you want, the song that you know is between you and that person. And that became my song because it came on so many times. It happened so many times at these very, very important times in my life, and really, really low times in my life, that I just knew this was her. And it was like her way, her style of music is very folky. And even something she used to say to me. So there you go. I don't know. I feel like that's I just going to end on that note. I hope that helped you guys. Feeling kind of emotional. I feel like I'm feeling emotional because I'm kind of in shock, even though I do this stuff all the time. I'm always still in awe about how it all just works, even all these years later, because I'm still appreciative of this type of communication. So you don't need to call it shuffle scrying, because scrying to me it was a broad. You want it to be more personal, as you saw. Follow yourself. Follow no one. Listen to your inner voice. And I'll see you soon.